this is kind of different. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'll explain to you what was happening. So I'm out here on State Route 44. I come to this area and I'll pick dandelions. I'll pick enough of them to take them home, wash them off, throw them in a pan and boil them to make kind of like a tea out of them. And then I'll use some honey to sweeten it up after I boil them. I won't eat the dandelions. You can. They're healthy for you. You can eat them just as you pick them. But as I was picking some, and I was hearing things like tree knocks. And then I heard this weird, kind of like mumbling. So I wasn't prepared. Like I said, I just came out here to grab some dandelions because I don't really pick them from the city, inner city, because, you know, kids running around and chemicals that they spray on grasses and stuff and animals. And I find that, you know, when I see them out in the city, I don't see bees landing on them that much. So that's a good indicator to me that the ones in the city are tainted. But you come out to the wild and, you know, you see bees landing on them and taking the pollen, and so I'll grab those. But anyways, I was hearing some strange things. So I have my cell phone with me, and I took the dandelions back to the car and I found a camera stand. So we're going to take a look in this area because maybe the Portage County sighting, State Route 44, I'm in Portage County on State Route 44, maybe one decided to make a home here also. So keep your eyes open. Let me know what you see. We'll take a walk. We'll hit some trails. We'll go off trail and we'll try to get eyes in this area. Strange though. Maybe it was mad that I was taking them. Maybe they eat dandelions and gather them for themselves and it got upset that I was doing it. I don't know. All right, stay tuned. Again, you'll be able to zoom in. It's strange. I can't tell you what it was, but it was all the common stuff that I usually get. All right, so I'm filming in 1080p HD. Check your settings. And also you're able to zoom in. I'm zoomed in one time. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. It's free to do. I'll see you in a second. Let me know what you think about them eating dandelions. Because I think I made it mad. Alright, welcome back. Let's take a look in this area. Now we do have storms brewing. There is water right up here. Normally, I wouldn't hit these areas, but it was just kind of strange. I do have the volume all the way up. This is a good area, don't get me wrong. There's some fields alongside of this park on 44. Just thought this was really strange that I was back here. Getting kind of aggressive knocks. It's not like, there's people back here working or anything that I know of. I didn't see anything in the parking lot that indicates that. I mean, there's frogs in these little watering holes that are flooded out. There is flowing water that comes to this park, so this area is a sustainable area. The question is, how many could it hold? Could this area hold a family? A family of Bigfoot? I don't think so. Now, could it hold one? Maybe two? Yeah. This area is definitely big enough, and there's, with the fields around and farmers, and to hold one or two. You know what? Let's get back up in here. I thought I seen something. I don't know how far I can go in here. Like I said, I don't do these areas, but hopefully I can run into somebody and ask them if they come here frequently. I started up in here. I was just looking for mushrooms. Not to take them, I just wanted to see if they were growing. But I was down a little bit farther, picking the dandelions. I figure we'll try to get coverage in all this areas. And like most of your local parks, you'll have pipeline through here. Now, I have read a little bit about this. Why this park here? This park was donated. So, I mean, unless there was Indian tragedy here, which I'm probably sure there was, being fresh water close by. I don't know much more than that. But I know this park was donated. I'm seeing where the pipeline is. Gas line that runs through here. There's an X over here, straight ahead of me. That looks kind of swampy. Now, springtime, here's a good hint for you. Most of the time when they go to take trees, they will mark them pink so they could see them. So if you're out marking trails in the spring, use a different color. go like bright green. If you're in an area like a local park or something like that, because they will mark those trees with pink. Obviously they're going to cut them, or maybe they're making a trail or something like that. So there's a little bit of knowledge for you. There's no hunting in here, so I know it's not hunters tagging that. And most of the time hunters will only put little tags out about that wide on little branches. So that's most of the time. So they're not easily to spot, but they know where. So yeah, they're going to take these trees. Why were you in here doing tree knocks? Now, if they were back here working on this, I would have stopped and talked to them. You would have seen that. I'm not afraid to talk to people about weird things. Hey, have you ever seen anything strange while you're out here? Heard anything? I'll do that occasionally. It's just I can't put it online because a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to be put online because people think I'm crazy. Which I wish people would change, change not thinking that, but I understand it. Where are you? I know it knows I'm here. I can feel that. I can feel the same energy as I do in other spots. But where are you? With the storm rolling in, the storm's only a couple hours out. Things are going to be moving, searching for food. And what is strange right now is when I didn't have this camera, I was hearing animals, birds chirping. I must be putting in a new trail here. I was just hearing tapping this way. It wasn't a tree creaking. It was definitely tapping. I don't know if y'all heard that. Remember, you all can zoom in. I bet you they're going to mark out a path. I bet you they're going to cut that pipeline path and make it a trail, but have the pipeline below the trail. What the hell was that? I gotta watch where I'm walking so I'm not walking into a beehive. Give me a tree knock. Give me a tree knock. Oh wow, it's getting pretty gloomy. Rain must be getting close. Yeah, so see how that pipeline is here. So I bet you with these trees marked out there, they're going to make that pipeline, see that pole? They're going to make that a hiking trail. Just so they know where that pipeline is. Guarantee you. They're going to clear it out and turn it into a hiking trail. Whoa! Did you hear that? Let me stop and start that. See? And I asked it to give me a tree knock. Where are you? Now remember, you're closer than me. I have you zoomed in. Alright, let's try to get this thing to come into a area with flat land. Follow me. I want to see you. I think there's only one here. I don't think there's two here. Whoa. I just seen something running at the corner of my eye. Oh, that was strange. What the? I seen something running. That was strange. So strange. All right. Let's try to follow me. What I'm not seeing back here is any blooming flowers yet. You know those yellow ones, the forest flowers? What's that? That's where I just came from. Yeah, the yellow blooming flowers. Oh, this is a big tree. Wow. That tree's a couple 100 years old. That's what I like to see. That's wider than me. Like two of me. this over here? Oh, weird. Huh. Do you hear that? Like sticks breaking? Strange. Huh. Alright, yo. I'm gonna try to hustle over. That rain's gonna come. I don't feel like getting wet today. What's your thoughts on dandelions? Have y'all ever made a tea out of them? Very, very packed with so many vitamins and good stuff. They do a lot of good stuff for your body. Like I said, you can just clip them. You can also eat the roots. Well, not eat the roots, but boil the roots, take them by the roots. All of it is edible, to be honest with you. Very, very good for your health. And the dandelions were brought here. I don't know. They were brought to the United States because the medicinal purposes for them, vitamins, they were really healthy, healing. They do a lot for your body. I sometimes will just go outside and see a new one that pops up, grab it, and eat it. Pretty good. That's sort of like a growl or something, like. You don't scare me and I don't run. All right. Get right back at you. All right, welcome back. Portage County is still active, so you all know. It's not like these things went away. People are still seeing them, just not getting put on the news. And I did tell y'all that during my last video that I did do the interview over the phone. They did get the evidence. So once they do something with it, if they decide to, they're going to send me out a link. And the good thing is that, we just don't, we just don't have, not that we don't just have pictures, we have video too. Ugh, God, I couldn't spit it out. Video to back up what you all were finding and seeing, And even though they didn't want names, I did, talk a lot about what you all do and how it's very crucial to what we do, because we're not out here going, that's a Bigfoot. That's a, dog man. Oh, that tree knock was a Bigfoot. Oh, this prints of Bigfoot. That's not what we do. We go out there, and we get into these deep, strange areas. Yes, sometimes they're in areas like your national forests. But like I told them, when we go to a national forest, we're not going to an area where everybody else went into. My objective is to get miles in, off trail, where no man has been, and film and get the evidence. And they're like, wow, really? Like, yeah, we don't say this is a Bigfoot, that's a Bigfoot. We let everybody else come up with their conclusions. And y'all let us know. That was the word of plants that I was looking for. Okay. So we know a lot of you said these things are edible, these ferns. Some of the ferns are edible. We know those plants are edible. We know these are edible. So food sources here, and there's plenty just in this area. And on top of the dandelions, this is strange. How this is laying. There's a food source here on top of the turkeys, and there's a lot of turkeys in this area. But along with these areas and farm areas, you have foxes, coyotes. So these things are competing. Not a lot of wood duck in this area. There's not that big of a water source around in this general area. So I'm sure most of y'all know what wood ducks do. They nest in trees. But when they nest in trees, they're usually 50 feet off where water is, you know, a good source of water. So when the eggs hatch, the baby's only got a few hours to get it together and follow their mom into the water so she can protect them, because they're, you know, here in Ohio, you got the black snakes, rat snakes, and, you know, eagles this time of year. That will eat those. Okay. The cross has. So sorry about talking so much, but shooting some knowledge out. This is a good area. Oh, work with me for a second. Pass this. And you have frogs and snails and worms and things that they could eat here. Other things. That's clean water. Sometimes I wonder if these creatures dam up areas like this to make that water flow through the dirt to come out nice and clean. Again, if you say anything or have questions, put it down in the comment section below. Usually I don't do these at this area at all. I don't do areas like this, but again, this is a nice, looks kind of a clean area. This is what I like to see. Kind of open, where there's spots to like just chill out. Trying to see, I'm trying to find like an ending to this area where there's another field. What is that back there? See something dark back there. I don't know what it is. Again, you're closer than I am. I'm farther back. That's how far back I am. I just heard a whistle. And if you hear something that I don't, or you have questions about it, please mark it down, timestamp it. It goes in my theory, I question everything. Again, this park is up on 44. In Portage County, Ohio. Which I didn't think this area was this big. On the map, it doesn't look this big at all. What was that? Hearing like screaming of some sort. Excuse me. Definitely being used. Yeah, these are all edible. This isn't. Wonder if there's plants that they could eat that we don't. We can't. There's some old trees here. This is what I like to see. Old trees. Older than 300 years old. To me, those old trees like that are like memory cards. They hold energy. This area looks fun. A lot of vines and up in the trees. There's a directional tree that grew. I thought I'd seen something dark over there moving. Straight ahead. Could be wrong. It's gone. Might have been a deer maybe, I don't know. Let's see on the replay. water holes. You would definitely, man, come walking in here at night. Ooh boy, if you didn't have a flashlight, taking a chance of sinking. Although there's a rock sitting right there, so maybe not too bad. Did you hear that? What was that? Ain't a bumper. You following me? You come out? Get up to the top of this where we can see further in. See, like this is edible. These are edible. There's enough of them in here. You can actually make those into a tea also. It's good for like vitamin D and, whoa, look at this rock. Is that a rock? No, it's a tree. That's weird. Again, I don't know what's back here. Oh, that's weird. My camera just glitched. I don't know what's living back here, what is back here, but again, after getting those strange knocks, it's worth taking a look. Like I said, I normally wouldn't do this, but this area looks big enough. For trails going to that, but I don't see none, no, and not even deer trails there going to that water, so that water's probably not good at all. Thought I heard something. I did hear something. Thank you for taking a look with me. Got that Starlink on the way. It shipped. Your donations and stuff made that happen. Your memberships made that happen. I know the 99-cent memberships doesn't seem like anything, but when everybody does it, it really helps. And we can get the Starlink equipment and taking a chance on it. I just don't know how good it is, how good it will really work. But we got 6 months to use the crap out of it and decide at the 6-month mark. So, a lot of night hunts, a lot of live day hunts, day looking areas. I want to do day hunts during the day, and then so you all can see the area, and then night hunts at night in that area. So you kind of know the area from the day hunts. And maybe you'll see something that you remember that changed from during the day. Oh, also, we went and myself and JJ went and did a night hunt. Look at all this. Wow. What happened? No reason. X. Whoa. Okay, I'm talking going. What's that back there? Look, there's even a line going on. Okay, now this might be like a training area for youngsters. Like a playground. What? What did I just stumble into? And they can run and jump and do their things like a training course. Climb, bends, X's, stacking, like a TP structure back there starting. Storm's close. I'm getting here. Yeah, so we went out and got into this area at night, and it was like everything that could go wrong went wrong. So I had the footage. Not sure if y'all want to see something like that because it went wrong on both sides. I mean, it was weird. We were having equipment failure, things happening. She got scared. I had to take her back to the car. She stayed in the car with it locked. And I went back out because I was kind of upset at all the failure. I ended up falling, taking a hard fall. The camera broke. What the... Tell me that split that tree? No. It had to be some kind of lightning or something. But the camera broke, the camera holder snapped. I mean, I took a hard fall. I think I was pushed, but if y'all want to see that footage, let me know. Yeah, when the camera was supposed to be recording, it just started taking pictures. It's strange audio cut out, like something was attacking us. And I never seen JJ get that scared at night. I mean, she was like running out of there. And I was pretty upset at it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going back in with the thermal. And started filming because the camera was broke, but I had the thermal and I had a voice recorder. And yeah. And man, did I take another hard fall. It was crazy. And it was almost like you could see in the thermal, I was standing there like I got pushed and the camera goes up from behind and I wipe out. Thermal went flying. It was, if you all want to see it, put it down in the comments below. I'll try to do the best I can to put it together. Yeah. But you'll have times like that. Not many, but we've had them. I remember a time just like that. Me, Trapper, and Tin Man were out, and Tin Man went down like 5 times. Not knowing why. And that scares you. And when I got pushed the second time, well, I should say when I fell the second time, I knew it wasn't me. First time, I could say maybe. But yeah. I'd never seen her get that scared. It was just a strange night. Maybe it was trying to scare her, like, let's scare her so she never comes back. I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, I'm just walking through here, but I think this might be big enough. Maybe a family. Sustain a family? I just don't. I mean, there's a lot to go in to this, thinking about it. You just can't go in there and go, yep, that's big enough. You know, you gotta, like we talked about in the Q&A, you gotta go into an area, see how big it is, see if the food source is there. See if there's edible plants to sustain them throughout, you know, the whole season, because they're just not gonna eat meat all summer long. There's got to be other food sources. How close are humans? Like we talked about the caves, you know, we go to caves that are farther out. Yeah, Ohio has caves that are close, and you could say, yeah, maybe, but I don't like maybe. I want definitive. So we don't go to places like Nelson Ledges and do hunts because, first of all, you're about 75 feet off the road, the main road. They got the glass bridge there. There's people always there night and day. You know, it's right next to the camping area. I mean, you can walk to the caves, to the camping area. Here's just, you know, it's, yeah, is it a nice place? Can a Bigfoot live in the area? Yes, just around that area, around Nelson Ledges. But there's no way it's living in Nelson Ledges. That's 100%. I mean, do an overview. Look how far the caves are from the road. The double ice box is 25 yards from the main road. You know. That's why we just don't do those. And like I said, there's people there non-stop. Night and day. What the hell was that? Alright, I found where a field starts. Okay. Am I hearing knocks? Okay. What? Every time I turn around. Alright, I want to check this out. Okay, there's a water source right next to a field. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this area could sustain a family. Here's a field, cornfield, big, massive cornfield. Water. In the end of that cornfield goes into more forest. Huh. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But can you get on that land? That's the question. I mean, I can't. You know, that's private property. I'm 100 on that. No, even though this is forest, but they could still cut through that at night, being unseen, go pluck some corn or whatever the farmer has growing that year, and who knows how many fields he has. Or if he does half and half, or, huh. Interesting. Looks like an old road was here at one point. I'm gonna have to look back into this area. Looks like an old road was here. Would take it, but I don't have boots with me today. I wasn't planning on doing this at all. All right. Let me pull up a map real quick of where I'm standing. That's interesting. Rocks in a circle formation. All right, I'll get right back at you. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. These are the things that we do. See you in a moment. All right, y'all. Yeah, this is pretty big. It goes farther in, about maybe another 1.5 miles, 2 miles that way, and goes that way. So what I'm gonna do, this storm's on the way, by the way, is we're gonna come back, see if the others would like to do a little exploring here. Yeah, let me know if y'all seen something today. Let me know about your dandelions. If any of the things that I talked about them helped you out understand them a little bit more. And the reason why they want you to kill them off is because they're very, very good for you. Look them up. Very healthy for you. And like I said, the whole thing, even the roots are edible. But I just, like I said, use it for a tea. Oh. That sounded like something got thrown. And if you've seen anything out here today, put it in the comment section below with your timestamps. And come on over and check out the Cameraman Facebook group page. All the evidence goes there. Great group of people. And thank you all for taking the time to help out. You all are fantastic. So where's something? So you're watching. We'll be back here. Starlink's on its way. More night hunts, more live night hunts. We're going to have fun with this Starlink. And you can see areas that no one has ever been in. So make sure you're subscribed, please. An awesome time. Awesome time. Whoa. Storm's close. About 30 minutes away, and I got about a 20-minute fast hike to get out of here. Fast. Gotta walk fast. If I can. I was actually at the emergency room last night because of my foot. But we'll talk more about that. And again, thank you to everyone for being a member of the channel. I know 99 cents, but that's as cheap as I can make it. And thank you to everyone that has became a member. It really helps out. And like I said, it helped out getting this Starlink, and being a member will help out each month pay for it. Y'all are awesome. Really do appreciate you all. I know those are just words and anybody could say them, but I really do. I really do appreciate you all. I know sometimes these hikes and stuff can be boring and you're like, I don't want to watch them all the way through. But again, we do these day hikes. Well, this one was not planned, but we do these day hikes so we can get into areas at night. So then we'll have non-stop night hunts. And it's true researching. group coming down this month, between the 14th and 17th. They're coming and they're going to stay with me, a group from Michigan. So that's going to be great. Hopefully the Starlink will be here by then. It says it's shipped, so that's going to be exciting. You know what happens when I take new people out at night. Yeah. They get tormented. Alright, y'all. With that said, hit that like button. Again, hit that subscribe button. You all are great. If you've seen anything, leave it in the comments below with your timestamps, or if you just heard anything, or if you got some questions, put it in the comment section below. I might not get to them right away, but I promise I will get to them. And again, let me know what you think about the dandelions, if you tried it. And if you did try it, what did you try it with? Like mine, when I make the tea, I use all natural honey, local honey. So it helps with my local honey, actually helps with my allergies. Because the local bees get the local pollen in the area that I'm in. And I'll mix that in with the dandelion tea. And I mean, you can drink it straight. Yeah, let me know how you drink it, or if you ever tried it. Again, thank you for becoming a member. Again, that really helps us out. And thank you for all the hard work that you do on the videos. JJ's video, wow. There was like 5 of them. A couple of them just sitting around. 2 of them got up and walked away. That is crazy. That was crazy to see. She's really getting a niche for this. Doing a great job. All the guys, they're all doing a great job. It's a learning process. Now, like I said, that video, if y'all want to see it, let me know. When we went out. And yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen her that scared. Alright, yeah. That said, I'm going to get out of here before I get rained down. We will see you all on the next hunt. Bye.